Morning, boys and girls. My name is Patrick Lukiana. I am the subject advisor for life orientation in the Harib district. And today I'm going to address you on a very important topic. This topic affects us all at school. Even sometimes it affects us at home. But today, we are going only to focus in the school environment. This topic has caused us harm. Many of you have become victims of circumstances because of this topic that I'm going to address to you. It is so painful that some of you might realize that even if they were perpetrators, today my wish is that they should realize that they should stop, because whatever that they will be doing or what they've been doing to other children has caused them harm. Now, my topic today is bullying. Wow, I can see some of you are even shrinking when I mention the word bullying. And suddenly something comes into your mind to say, now I remember one of our learners, one of our classmates was a victim of bullying. Or, so to say, so-and-so is a bully. Whatever the case may be, let us talk about it. Bullying, without being specific to anyone else. But let's address bullying as it comes to us now. Now, the first question that we need to ask ourselves is, what is bullying? Bullying is unwanted, aggressive behavior among school-aged children that involves a real or perceived power imbalances. You know, when I started to mention the word unwanted, it goes without saying that bullying is not wanted. This action is not tolerated, because the explanation says it's an unwanted one, to aggressive behavior among school-aged children that involves a real or perceived power imbalances. Now, this behavior is repeated, or it has the potential to be repeated over time. Both kids who are bullied and who bully others may have serious, lasting problems. You see, this behavior is repeated. In other words, the more it happens, the more someone gets hurt over and over and over again. And it says the consequences of this is that it has serious, lasting problems, which I don't think you were brought to school to experience lasting problems. The reason you are at school is that you should be experiencing lasting solutions, not somebody to cause you lasting problems. Now, this is what bullying does. It causes others to encounter very serious, lasting problems. Now, in order to be considered bullying, the behavior must be aggressive. If something is aggressive, in other words, it is done with a force, with a power, and with the intention to cause pain. Now, for you to be considered a bully, the behavior must be aggressive, and it includes the following. One, the imbalance of power. In other words, a bully and someone who is bullied, their power is not on equal basis. There is an imbalance of power. In other words, a kids who bully use their power, such as physical strength, access to embarrassing information, or popularity to control or harm others. You know, this imbalance, the one who has this physical strength, he or she uses their power to control or harm others. How bad it is to harm other children. When their parents send them to school for education, and here comes a boy or a girl who uses his physical strength to control or to harm others. That is unacceptable. 2, repetition. Bullying behaviors happen more than once or have the potential to happen more than once. In other words, bullies enjoy hurting other children. It happens repeatedly, so now and then somebody gets hurt physically, mentally, or emotionally. Now, the common characteristic of bullying is that it happens repeatedly, so it has an element of repetition. Again, bullying includes actions such as making threats, spreading rumors, attacking someone physically or verbally, and excluding someone from a group on purpose. That means if we are threatening one another, or if we are threatening one of your classmates, you are bullying him or her to say, you know, after school, it's you and me. I'm going to get you. That is threat. It falls under bullying. Spreading rumors. You know, spreading rumors through the school, in the school corridors, in the classroom about other children. And rumors goes without saying that they tantamount to lies. You are hating a particular learner. You are hating your schoolmate. That is bullying. Attacking someone physically or verbally. This always happens that you are always fighting each other, fighting this young girl, fighting this young boy. That is bullying. Lastly, excluding someone from a group on purpose. You know, during your break time, when you are enjoying your lunch, and then one of your friends intends to join you because it's lunchtime, you deliberately exclude him or her from a group on purpose. You are bullying that learner. It falls under bullying. Now, we've got different types of bullying. 1, there is what we call verbal bullying. Now, what is verbal bullying? Verbal bullying is saying or writing mean things. In other words, it includes 1, teasing. When you are teasing a learner, name calling another learner by names, inappropriate sexual comments, particularly in this case, girls are always the victims. Threatening to cause harm, like I mentioned before, to say you approach one colleague of yours to say, after school, it's you and me. That falls under verbal bullying. You tease somebody, that is going to affect him or her mentally. Because whilst in class, he is thinking of what you said to him. He is not going to concentrate. You give him names, bad names. That learner is not going to concentrate in class. You do inappropriate sexual comments about her. That is going to affect her performance in the classroom. That is type of bullying. It falls under verbal bullying. That means you have to be very careful of what you say through your mouth, because it can tantamount to danger. It can tantamount to the destruction of one learner mentally and psychologically, so to say. The second type of bullying is social bullying. Sometimes this type of bullying is referred to as relational bullying. You know, social, we can say, in a society, every time when you are in your society, there will always be some relations to your friends, relations to your parents, relation to your cousins, and so, etc., etc. So there's an element of relation. That is why we refer to it as relational bullying. And it involves hurting someone's reputation or relationship. That means social bullying affects relationships. Now, it includes the following: leaving someone out on purpose. You know, you wake up today and you decide to exclude one of your friends on purpose. The purpose is to hurt him or her. Telling other children not to be friends with someone. You know, it is common at school, you know, going around influencing other children to say, do not befriend yourself with so and so. Exclude him or her. That is social bullying. Spreading rumors about someone, I mentioned it before. Embarrassing someone in public. You know, it is so hurting children to embarrass one of your friend in public instead of taking him or her in private to say, my friend, you know, this and this and that you should consider. But you decide to embarrass him or her in public. That is social bullying. The last type of bullying is physical bullying. It involves hurting a person or his or her possessions. It includes hitting, spitting, tripping or pushing a person, taking or breaking someone's thing, deliberately so, making rude hand gestures. You know, be careful of your hand gestures, because some of the hand gestures can be and can cause harm to other children. That is called physical bullying. Now, the other type of bullying, which is most common, is what we call cyber bullying. Now, what is cyber bullying? Most of you, if not all of you, have cell phones. You have access to internet. You have generally access to technology. Now, cyberbullying is when a teenager or you, learner, uses the internet, a cell phone, or other technology to harass, to threaten, to embarrass, or target another person by using technology. Let me give you an example. Examples of cyberbullying include posting hateful images, making online threats, and sending hateful emails or text about somebody. Cyberbullies often say things that they do not have the courage to say face to face, because technology makes them feel anonymous, isolated, and detached from the situation. You know what they do? They know that you cannot see them, you cannot hear them. Now they hide behind technology. They say things, they do things that they cannot say face to face, because technology is hiding them, and they feel anonymous, isolated, and detached from the situation. Now, as a result, online bullying is often mean and very cruel to the targets of cyberbullying. It feels invasive and never-ending. Bullies can get to them anytime and anywhere, often in the safety of their own home, while sitting at home with your family, or whilst you are watching TV, relaxing, whilst you are on your bed, sleeping, or just having a nap, and you open your phone, you come across with these threatening messages, with these embarrassing messages about you, and you try to find out, who is this person who is sending me these hateful messages or pictures? You cannot find the person. That is called cyberbullying, using the technology to hurt you deliberately so. And you keep quiet about the matter because you don't want other people to know about it, because you are afraid that you will be embarrassed. That is very painful. That is hurting. and technology here, it is misused. That is cyberbullying. The other type of bullying is what you call sexual bullying. Sexual bullying consists of repeated, harmful, and humiliating actions that target a person sexually. And examples include name-calling, crude comments, uninvited touching, sexual propositioning, and pornographic materials. You know, in this regard, girls, in most cases, are the victims. They are touched uninvitedly so by the boys during break time, during playtime, sexual propositioning, and these pornographic materials. Somebody will be sending you nude pictures on your cell phone. It's sexual bullying. For instance, a bully might make a crude comment about a girl's appearance, attractiveness, sexual development. It falls under sexual bullying. Sexting. I'm not saying texting. I'm saying sexting can also lead to sexual bullying. For instance, a girl may send a photo of herself to a boyfriend. You know, whilst you are happy with your boyfriend, you decide to send your boyfriend your photo. But when they break up, this boyfriend shares that photo with the entire school. Whilst the girl was sending the photo to the boy, it was still a happy moment, a very private moment, both of you. But now when things start to go wrong, this boy will share now the photo with the entire school. As a result, the girl then becomes the target of sexual bullying. Because people make fun of her body, everybody shall have seen now the body in the picture, call her names, and make her vulgar comments about her. Now, some boys may even see this as an open invitation to propositioning her or assault her. You know, because now this boyfriend has exposed the girlfriend to the entire school through technology. Now, everybody, particularly the boys, will see this girl as a target, as an easy target. They will start making some moves towards her. They will start calling her names. They will start making fun of her body, because sometimes her boyfriend exposed the picture to the entire school. That is called sexting, and it tantamounts to sexual bullying. Now, let us ask ourselves this important question: where and when bullying happens? Do we have a specific place where bullying takes place? Do we have a specific time where bullying takes place? The answer is big no. Bullying can occur during or after school hours. While most reported bullying happens in the school building, as a significant percentage, it also happens in places like the playground of the school or in the bus. It happens traveling to school or from school. That means anytime, anywhere, bullying happens. Now, frequency of bullying. The statistics shows that 28% of students nationwide in grades 6 to 12 experience bullying. Also, in the 2013 Youth Risk Behavior Surveillance shows that 20% of students in grade 9 to 12 experience bullying. it's a shock to realize how many children are affected by bullying on everyday lives. Now, there are risk factors, of course. No single factor puts a child at risk of being bullying others. No single factor. I repeat, no single factor puts a child at risk of being bullied others. That means bullying can happen anywhere in the cities, suburbs, or rural towns. In other words, there's no safety place. There's no go area for bullying. It is everywhere, and it happens at any given time. Depending on the environment, some groups such as lesbian, gay, bisexual, or transgender youth within disabilities, and socially isolated youth may be at an increased risk of being bullied. But this depends on the type of environment. You know, at your school, for an example, if there's a group of disabled learners or children, they are the victims of bullying. They are bullied at every time. If they are gays, lesbians, they find themselves in a certain society, they are always bullied. So those are the risk factors. And it says everywhere, anytime, bullying can happen. Now, what are the warning signs of bullying? Which signs should we expect? Which signs should we take into cognizance of to ensure that here bullying is taking place? There are many warning signs that may indicate that someone is affected by bullying, either being bullied or bullying others. And it is very important to note that recognizing the warning sign is an important first step in taking action against bullying. In other words, firstly, you have to recognize this warning sign. And then after that, you must take action against bullying. Not all children who are bullied or who are bullying others ask for help. You know, children, you keep quiet when you are bullied. And you bullies, you also keep quiet. You don't report. Also the bullied ones, they keep it a secret. Whilst this thing is eating them inside day in, day out. You don't even report it to the teachers. You don't report to your immediate supervisors. You don't report it to other learners. You don't report it to your parents. You keep it quiet. It eats you day in, day out. So most children who are bullied and who are bullying others, they don't ask for